We're embarked on a once-off transition to sustainability, which will have as profound an effect on our economy as the coming of the railways in the 19th century and the development of the internet in the 20th. We will quietly reach our 2010 ambition to generate 10% of the UK's electricity from renewables by next year and perhaps even by the end of this. But over the next decade, as many of you will know, we have to treble that output. The bulk of that generation, that new generation, will come from offshore wind, and almost all future electricity generation post-2020 will come from offshore and marine resources.
Why would you say that people should be involved in the wind sector right now?
Well, wind sector is about changing the fuel mix, is about improving the quality of life for everybody, and actually it's a very good business. It's another economic activity that is going to bring development everywhere.
It's a fantastic sector to be in. I've been privileged twice in my career to be involved at the start of something that's grown really big, and this has phenomenal opportunity for further growth.
Well, wind has a huge potential in the UK, not least simply because it has a huge resource. If you look at what the energy resources in the UK for wind, it would be enough to supply the whole of Europe's electricity requirements. Now, clearly, you've got to work out how to harness it, but with that sort of opportunity right on your doorstep, why wouldn't you take it?
One of the main themes of today, and what many here will agree on, is that alongside favourable policy, public support, what will really drive the growth of the wind energy sector, and indeed renewable energy as a whole, will be investment.
Wind is going to be a key part of hitting both carbon and renewable targets throughout Europe. And understanding both the frameworks on the financial frameworks and the regulatory frameworks in terms of how that is going to work is going to be key to delivering this.
And the reason why we're interested in wind is because it has the greatest growth potential. It's very scalable, and it's something where we can actually drive synergies and drive costs down within the industry.
Clean energy supplies are absolutely required in order to make sure that we have a good energy mix, and we use our natural resources well.
Over the last couple of years, there's been more wind energy installed in the United States and in the European Union than any other form of power generation combined. So it's already the leading technology and will continue to be for the next half century.
And as part of the Met Office, we have an opportunity to add value with this research and development that we're doing in our centre.
The national grid network in the UK at the moment is valued at something like £7 billion, and we're planning in the next 10 years to turn that into 25 billion.
And it's where there is more potential. The wind resource in the UK is excellent, and there is a lot to be done of very good quality.
Two very influential reports published this spring, the first by PricewaterhouseCoopers and the most recent by the European Climate Foundation, point towards a fully decarbonised power sector in Europe by 2050. And for this to happen, there needs to be significant market and infrastructure development across the European Union.
Why do you think conferences like this one are important to grow the sector?
Oh, well, it's the people. I love the variety of topics that got me interested in some things that I hadn't heard about before.
I'm having a brilliant day. It's been a very useful day. I've learnt a lot, as well as having the opportunity to speak to a few customers, so it's been well worthwhile.
Generally, the opportunity to meet people around here is great. It's not often I get out of the office to be able to do this, so it's always a welcome opportunity.
A single day event like this is a real short, sharp update for executives who can't spend more time out of the office. So I think they're invaluable.
Yes, it's very nice. It's very interesting, meeting very interesting people and listening to what they have to say on technologies, on what they want to see from the different market players is very interesting.
Well, when I arrived this morning, it was grey and pouring with rain, and now the sun is out. And I think, that's a nice metaphor for the industry at the moment. This time last year, heavy, grey, cloudy, unsure of the future. Now the sun is back out again, and we can see, very clearly now, a positive, growing future for this sector, and this is a great conference to have that kind of discussion.